After a long talk with our family and friends, we finally made a decision regarding our transfer status. We are thankful for our time at Ohio University, but we've decided to transfer. We've narrowed our schools down to 4: Colorado, Ohio State, Texas, or Tennessee. After a long and hard decision, we've decided to transfer to the University of Tennessee. We just feel like this is the right decision to try to make an impact and really show we can prove what we can do against an SEC school. And right here, we're just taking a look at the preseason polls, and right now we have Tennessee ranked 19th, which isn't great, but we're going to have a lot of chances to pull that off, being an SEC school. And we're trying to look around to see where OU is now, and they are at the 70th ranked team in the country. So a big fall off. And for some reason, we're still not in the Heisman conversation right now. It's all a bunch of quarterbacks, which is still not surprising, but we're a little disrespected right now. Rolling into our first game at Tennessee, we play University of Alabama Birmingham, which really shouldn't be close since we're the 19th ranked team in the country, and University of Alabama Birmingham is unranked. So we have some really nice runs here. The big thing about Tennessee is they are going to be a lot more willing to throw the ball, which is really cool since we're good out of the backfield, but we're not going to have the same kind of running opportunities we had at OU. When we do get these chances to run, we're going to have to make them count. Right here, we see a pass intended for us, but obviously our timing's not really there with the quarterback yet, just because we transferred in, and it's going to take a little bit to finally get into a rhythm and feel more comfortable with them. On this 3rd and 10, we throw a nice little screen pass, which is one of our favorite plays, and make a man miss, end up taking it to about the 42. Immediately out of our break on this play, we're calling for the ball, but it falls incomplete, so not much happens there, and we actually end up getting a safety, but right now Alabama's up 10-2 on us, which is really not good considering we're a top-ranked team and they are unranked, and this play is kind of our bread and butter. Our coach really loves this play. On this 3rd and 8, though, our quarterback absolutely throws a dot to Sidney Mueller for a touchdown, making it 10-10. And right here, quarterback Robert Johnson uncorks it again and makes it 1st and goal. Best part about Tennessee is it looks like they're going to use me on the goal line, which is something OU didn't, and it did kind of upset us. So we're really excited for this opportunity, being able to use them more in the red zone because we haven't been. But right here, we get sacked from a 4-yard loss. Going into the 4th quarter with a 7-point lead, we make a man miss and start having some really big runs and a nice impact on the game. Johnson hits a wide open receiver who ends up breaking a tackle and takes the ball all the way to about the 30. And it does seem like Robert's a lot better on the options. He can read the defense a little bit better, and it seems like he's a little bit faster than our quarterback at OU. So this is really going to be a good combination. Again, hit a nasty juke move before getting tackled out of bounds. And with only 30 seconds left on the game, we're only up 7, so we really had to make a man miss, try to add to the score, and we do, making it 24-10 at the end of the game. And look at that, the boys are hype. It's really cool. The environment at Tennessee is awesome, and we end up winning our first game there. And one hell of a performance, 124 yards on the ground, 44 receiving, and 2 touchdowns to add to it. Now it kind of shows the toughness of this SEC schedule. Our 2nd week of the season, we're already playing number 5 ranked Oklahoma. On this 1st and 10, they hand it off to us, and on our first play, we gain about 14 yards. And this seems to be one of our coach's favorite plays, and for good reason, as Johnson uncorks it right here and throws a touchdown, giving us an early 7-0 lead on Oklahoma. We get the ball back in great field position, but we can't really get much going on that run attempt. It does seem like Robert really does like us in the pass game, so we take a ball all the way to the 3-yard line. And again, on a 1st and goal, we're in, they hand us off right the ball, and that's a touchdown. Easy 2 yards, and it's something that we really wanted to be utilized more at OU, but they weren't really letting us do, so it's really nice to see that change of pace already in Tennessee. On a wheel route right here, Robert throws a dot, and I still don't know how we held on to that ball. The old bread and butter play right here, and Robert throws another touchdown, making it 21-7 on Oklahoma. So Oklahoma comes back and scores 2 field goals, but we have the ball driving with 2 minutes left in the first half. On this 1st and 10, we are handed off the ball. Can we make a man miss? We end up trucking a guy, getting us all the way to the 8-yard line. Get the ball all the way to the 1, where we are handed it off, juke into the end zone for our 2nd touchdown of the day. Robert with another bomb that is completed, 38-yard reception. This man really does have an arm on him, and it looks like our receivers are really good here too. Robert throws another bomb to Mueller, and he comes down with a 35-yard reception. We're just picking up big play after big play, getting to a 1st and goal, but we do lose yards there. And on this option play, he options it, and we get hit stuck and fumble the ball. I think it's one of the first times we fumbled in our career, so that's really not great. And on this 3rd and goal, they throw it right to us, but we drop the ball, having to settle for a field goal there. It makes it 31, and then Oklahoma will score, making it 31-24. And with only 2 minutes left, we do really want to add another touchdown just to make it happen. And on 2nd and 8, we do make that happen with another touchdown on the day for us. And that's going to do it. We win the game 38-31 against the 5th ranked team in the country, and we're starting off the season really hot. 102 receiving yards, 59 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. At this point, after 2 pretty decent wins, we move all the way up to 14th in the country, which is pretty good, especially playing Alabama Birmingham first. And we're nowhere to be seen in the top 5 of the Heisman, which is shocking because there are 2 other running backs in the top 5. playing 23rd ranked LSU right here. This is going to be a big game for us. Win another ranked game, see if we can rattle off 2 in a row. But on the goal line, we can't get the options, so that doesn't work. But on this 0-yard rushing touchdown, we can pound it in from 0 yards. So I think at this point in the game, we had 0 rushing yards for a touchdown. So you kind of love to see that. Some interesting stat stuff. And right here, dialing up the big play where we have a nice completion for 12 yards. And on this wheel route, sometimes I do like to go a little rogue with the route running. And right here, Robert hits us for a nice gain, getting us all the way inside the 15. And it does seem like here at Tennessee, they have a lot more creative play calling. Right here, looks for an option, and it's actually fumbled, but picked up by Brandon Jones, taking it in after Robert actually ended up fumbling the ball. So really good play for us on this 1st and 10. Another nice play out of the backfield, making it a 2nd and 4. I think this is our first big run play of the game, picking up this 1st down for 8 yards. Since we are such a big body, we do have to stand back sometimes and block. And right there, we actually stand up at the end, so that was really impressive. And on this 1st 10, we actually get stuck. We can't run our route, but that doesn't matter because we throw a touchdown to Antonio Smith, 33-yard touchdown reception. This pass game is really explosive, but somehow it was 21-7, and LSU tied it up before the half. Coming out of the half, we're really going to have to start making some plays to pull away because it shows LSU can score pretty quickly and tie the game up. Right here, we have a nice little Texas route, but our boy does not throw it to us, sadly, making it 2nd and 3. Right here, we have a really nice counter play that I wish we could have broken off for more, but get about 13 yards on it. Right here, I will say Johnson does miss me. I feel like we have a big completion, if not a touchdown, if he hits it to me, but for some reason doesn't pass it. But right here, we have an option go well for us. He actually options the ball. We take it into the 20. The drive ends up stalling out. We get a field goal, so we are down by 4 to LSU at this point. After taking a big sack, it's 2nd and 18, and obviously Brandon hits us, and we have the nastiest juke you'll ever see. Make 3 men miss and take it all the way to the house. Welcome to Tennessee, baby. That might be one of the nastiest jukes you'll ever see, and we actually helped Robert Johnson get the longest pass in NCAA history. As much as that record sure does help him out, really do think we deserve some credit there. Still down 4 points though. It's 31-35. We got 4 minutes left, so we got to start having some good drives. Right here, we dial up Old Faithful, but we get sacked for 7 yards. With 1:32 left, we really have to not have a nice drive down the field. We're on a nice 4 verts. We actually end up tripping on our route and get sacked again. We're in a hurry up, try not to waste too much time, and on a 2nd and 17, we throw it up, and it is intercepted. We throw a pick. That's going to seal the ball game. We lose 35-31 to LSU. Even though we had a big game, that's really frustrating. We had 34 yards on the ground. Wish we could have had some more, but we had 155 receiving yards. It's kind of crazy for a halfback to do that in college. After a big loss to LSU, we only dropped 1 spot in the rankings, going to 20 as we face number 2 Florida. Picking up an easy 1st on our first play of the game. 12-yard reception ain't a big thing for us. And right here, we have a huge run for 10 yards. Right here in this option, our quarterback probably doesn't make the best move, but we make a man miss, juke out of it, get to the 29. I mean, we're making some big plays so far against the number 2 ranked team in the country. Running a crisp Texas route right there, picking up 13. It's easy out here. I mean, when you're this big and you can do the things we can do, it's pretty impressive. Picking up about 18 on that one. I mean, it's unreal. A nice little screen pass on a 1st and 10. We're weaving in and out. We'd go to the sidelines and we take it to the 4. We do end up scoring, which is a little upsetting as we were just talking about so much how we were in on the goal line and we weren't there, but that is what it is. And we're showing Tennessee what we can do on the ground, too. We're spinning out of tackles. I mean, when you're this big at 400 pounds, you really can't take me down in college. Got a nice swing pass out here for your boy. We do a little hurdle, get it all the way to the 15. And to whose surprise, 3rd and goal, who takes it in? The 400-pounder, baby. 7 feet, 400 pounds. There is no one in college football who is stopping us except ourselves. I am telling you. But Florida does battle back. It's 21-21. I think if we start getting the block a little bit more, I think we could blow this one out of the water. 3rd and 4, we got a nice little screen pass right here. We juke it inside, get to the 40. At this point, especially in this offense, we're looking a lot like Christian McCaffrey did in college. We're catching passes out of the backfield. We're getting the runs on this 2nd and 4. We're running it right into the end zone, and it doesn't look that hard on us. A lot of people were saying when we were at OU that we're not going to have this kind of production if we went to a big conference, and we're showing that even in the SEC, we're still putting out. But it is 28-28, so we do really need to focus and take the lead. On this screen pass, though, we thought we were going to get tackled, but we end up picking up the 1st pretty easily. On this 1st and 10, we do have an option play that just handed off for us, and man, kind of mad we couldn't take this one to the house. We make some men miss, and if I would have hit that hole just a little bit harder, I really think we could have done it. Pick up a nice 1st right here from a dot from our QB. On the 2nd and goal, ball is handed off to us. Try to cut inside, and we're taken down at the 2. But we do want to hurry up right here, get set, 3rd and goal, and to who shock, run it in. You just can't stop us. Now it's a 1st and 10 on the 20, and we've got 60 seconds left. We're up by 7, so we're just trying to run out the clock, really. So get a few carries, and on this 2nd and 6, we have what looks to be an inside zone, but we're able to cut it just right up in the middle, have a juke move, and score another touchdown on the day. Coming off one huge performance to then play the number 2 ranked team in the country and absolutely poop on them. We're just really happy. We really feel like we've made the right choice. We have the play of the game again, and to no shock to anybody else, we're the player of the game too. I mean, 4 touchdowns and 200 total yards, that'll do it.